This is where powered flight began. The vintage area highlights the earliest aircraft designs from all over the world, including this beautiful example of a 1936 Aranca LB.
It was July 1st was the first flight, I think, and made 6 flights that day. After about the 3rd flight, they said, well, what's it fly like on a scale of 1 to 10? And I remember saying 6, they remember I said 5. Either one was met with disappointment. I said, well, it's a 10 at the gas pumps. It's the coolest airplane on the airport. But it flies pretty normal. It's kind of a normal 1930s airplane. It's not a Booker, it's not a ball of fire. The 85 horsepower is adequate. The first ones had 70 horsepower LeBlancs, and I would think that was marginal. We also joked that anybody that rode in it either had to have a fedora or a golf cap, because you feel like you're Smiling Jack in a 1930s cartoon. It has that look, and it just, that aura of, you know, you're flying off to solve a mystery or something.
Rusty Morris was drawn to this 1955 Cessna 170 because of its original factory color, because in his words, it was different. During the restoration, he discovered the aircraft was closer to original condition than he thought. He needed only to replace the carpet, overhaul the engine, and repaint that turquoise exterior trim. He and his crew polished the airplane 5 times. You can easily see and appreciate the effort. As time passes and the definition of what constitutes a vintage aircraft expands, EAAers can be thankful that these classics continue to be cared for by loving hands.
The airplane did fly in. And one interesting thing about that is the data tag on the airplane is dated 5/31 of 1928. And I flew it for the first time 5/31 of 2018, exactly 90 years to the day it made its first flight again. I didn't bring it here for any recognition on my part. I brought it here because this old girl has sat for 90 years and she deserves her day of glory, and having this crowd of people around her and being excited to have her here, I'm just happy for the airplane.